Guilty by Association podcast. Grab your coffee, tea, or me and settle in. Kind of a disaster, totally a vibe. Susie had what some would call a definitive personality. Others might say a lot. She preferred memorable. She was a graphic designer that worked for a startup with a ping pong table no one used and a kombucha tab everyone regretted. Her life was an organized mess, daily planner full of goals she'd never meet, a fridge stocked with wine and condiments, and an ex-boyfriend named Tom, who tried to take their cat in the breakup. One Thursday morning, Susie walked into her apartment balancing an everything bagel, coffee, and a phone call with her bestie, only to discover a pink eviction notice taped to her door. Your vibe attracts your rent, Susie, her bestie said helpfully. Susie rolled her eyes. Well then, my vibe must have filed bankruptcy. Couch hopping and soul searching. 2 weeks later, Susie had moved exactly nowhere, except into the increasingly uncomfortable spare rooms and couches of friends. She kept her spirits high with her usual sarcasm and amazing snacks, but she knew this was temporary. Her work was suffering. She missed her apartment, her routine, even her upstairs neighbors that sounded like they were practicing TikTok dances constantly. While on her fourth night at her friend Danny's place, Susie found herself awake at 3 a.m. watching the TED Talk titled, You Are Not Your Crippling Self Doubt. She was halfway through mocking it aloud when she stopped and actually listened. The speaker said, Sometimes a breakdown is just the universe whispering, Hey, it's time to build something better. Susie paused. That's either profound, she said to an empty room, or it's the NyQuil talking. Either way, the next morning she made a list titled Stuff I've Avoided but Might Actually Be Good for Me. The flip. Item number one. Go to the community ceramics class she always rolled her eyes at. Item number two. Submit a design portfolio to real clients, not just the tech bros with branding named after fruit. Item number three. Apologize to Tom, but not about the cat. Forget that. Sir Pouncelot was non-negotiable. She did all three. Ceramics became weirdly meditative. Clay didn't talk back or drive 20 miles per hour in a 45 when you were late. A boutique coffee shop hired her to design their new logo and actually paid her on time. And when she met with Joel for coffee, she said the things she hadn't before. I'm not mad anymore, but you do know you'll never find someone else like me. He laughed. They didn't hug, but it was better that way. Later that night, Danny sat Susie down and said, Hey, my cousin has an apartment that's available for move in immediately. It's a small place, but it's yours if you want it. Susie almost cried. You had me at walls I can yell at alone. A new kind of chaos. The apartment was tiny, weirdly angled, and painted a color best described as anxious beige, but it was hers. She lit a candle, sat cross-legged on the floor with a plate of microwave nachos, and smiled. Her job was still chaotic, her love life still a mildly amusing dumpster fire, but she felt different. Not fixed, just in motion. And Susie liked motion. Motion meant she was alive. As she updated her planner for the first time in a while, she wrote one goal: make it messy, make it yours. Then, underneath, P.S. Buy a plant you won't kill. Life doesn't always follow your planner, but sometimes the detours come with better coffee, new clay, and an apartment with a cute neighbor. Messy doesn't mean broken, it just means you're building something real.